this recognition, this award. I happen to be one of those who Nduka discussed with over 30 years ago. His dream of setting up a paper which he told me he would be calling This Day. At that time, he was full of dreams, but no money. And I said to him, how do you plan to succeed in this, your grand vision? You had a very grand vision. With no resources. Started off in a small room somewhere. But he made it. What it shows is that with drive, with imagination, with tenacity, with a sense of purpose, and a grand vision, you can succeed. Nduka, congratulations. You have one of the most impactful and influential newspapers as well as television stations. Your dream has been realized. Keep it up.
Thank you so much. Maybe a few words from one of our old colleagues, Ibrahim Masari.
Well, I am more than pleased and honored to be here today celebrating this day at 30 and arise at 12. Chief Nduka Ibabina was my neighbor in Apo village. We were in the same class of Constitutional Conference, 94-95. We were in the same committee on transition. And he told me that he's launching a newspaper. I said, well, a newspaper? He said, yes. And I think I was among the first to give a copy when it came out, before it was even on stand. So for me, it's a double pleasure today. I congratulate Chief Nduka and Nigerians and journalism and journalists for this wonderful feat. Congratulations. Thank you.
Well, talking about nights, when we started this day, I remember, aside from himself, I gave the first copies to Emeka Ojukwu in the Constitutional Conference, Shehu Yadua, and a host of them. 2 days later, as we started the Constitutional Conference, the story of the coup broke. And we heard the story. And I could see Yadua reading this day with the story of the coup. 2 days later, he was arrested. We communicated in prison many times, but he never returned. May his soul rest in peace.
Well, I don't know how to begin to congratulate the Duke himself. 5 years ago, we were gathered here when this day was celebrating its 25th anniversary. At that time, I was General Secretary of the Newspaper Proprietors Association of Nigeria. And I recall shortly afterwards, he made a prediction that I will probably lead this sector. And only 3 or so years after, I became, from that same position of this General Secretaryship of the NPAN to the Minister of Information and National Orientation. Let us all say, Nduka, the Duke as we call him, we call him at NPAN the President Emeritus, because he was and still is one of the most impactful presidents that the Newspaper Association has ever produced.
A round of applause, please.
Truly, you may not like many of his ways, but you cannot notice his creativity, his doggedness, his forthrightness, and his determination to remain on track. I recall when I also started blueprint newspapers some 15 years ago. I asked him, how do I do this? He said, just keep doing it. Keep doing it, and we kept doing it, and today, Blueprint is still there as a national daily. Thank you for what you have